Hey everyone, Spicy Toast Gaming here. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope this video can make it a little bit better. Today we're trying out a aggressive Ashe build. Should be pretty interesting. We do have Ashe at 4 stars, which she's one of the best 4 stars in the game. Each round, the first time the foe summons a unit frostbite, this just gives you so much more control and feels absolutely fantastic. And Ashe gonna be very aggressive once you actually fill out her constellation, so being able to get the extra starting mana. But then the big thing will be her 6-star. When you decrease an enemy's power, randomly distribute that much power among allies in hand, so you can try to be very aggressive and really ramp up your own deck by reducing down the enemy's power. So when I got Ashe to her 4 stars, using her normal build with like Archangel Staff and Grand Channel's counterplan, it just felt way too slow, and I felt like Ashe really needed a much more aggressive build, and I think that would pair very well with that 6-star power. So this is what I've come up with for now. Still not 100% sold on it, but I think it should work out pretty well. So what we have, Pack Powder and the Swain's Relic, using this on a decent amount of people, but able to guarantee the plunder damage round 1 and make her go down to a 2 cost. We can play her round 1, get a little bit of extra scaling for the Pack Powder. Then we're also pairing it with Found Fortune, draw the highest cost card that costs less than my base cost, so 4, and granted an epic item, reduce its cost to 0. Now for Ashe, you have 3 solid 3-cost cards. So you have your Trapper, you have your Flash Freeze, and your Rhyme Fang Wolf. Any of those, being able to play it for free will be great, and having it have a epic card, really good. So yeah, what we were trying to do is get Ashe on the board round 1, get another decent card that you can play for free round 1, and just really be putting the pressure on the enemy early. This does reduce down some of our control in the fact that we're not getting like a Flash Freeze every round, but getting Ashe on the board immediately lets us always get those attacks in where she's frostbiting the enemy, and it's just trying to put the pressure on the enemy a lot earlier. Now for Ashe's other star powers, just in case you don't know, round start, frostbite the strongest enemy and give it vulnerable this round, so you can try to grab it and potentially kill it. And then +1 starting mana, when an ally kills a unit with 0 power, grant your ally 1/1. So with that vulnerable, if you want to challenge a unit and kill it, you can get a little bit of scaling for your units. Overall, pretty interesting build. Let's go see how it works in a Aurelion Soul match. Now, if you're enjoying all the daily Path of Champions content, a like and subscribe is greatly appreciated, and let's get into it. All right, let's see what we can get. Crush isn't bad to get. Sharing is caring, wouldn't really matter that much. Stabilize would be double Ashe, which is good because we're trying to play Ashe at the start of the game. But yeah, Overwhelm is pretty good. Freljord against Lysandra, Ashe, or Volibear. Ashe actually normally does better. I like Volibear, but he gets countered by Lysandra pretty hard, sadly. So yeah, I would go with Ashe. Yeah, Crush could be good, but I want to see how we can do without having to rely on Overwhelm, because I normally have that. So let's actually go for just the Stabilize. And Sejuani with Perfected Mana Flow.
Trust nothing but your strength.
With Ashe, especially once you get her at her 4th star power, she really can end up being a lot more aggressive. So some of the older Ashe builds that worked well, but it was for the slower, more control-heavy style playstyle for Ashe. So like Grand General's Counterplan, Archangel Staff, and then like one kind of Flex Relic that you might want to do Overwhelm. Oh, our Ashes. Our other Ashe is gonna die. Oh well. Flash Freeze with doubling dice. That'll be fun. So yeah, we're trying to go for a very aggressive Ashe build. Dropping her round 1, getting a free card to play the same round. Let's see. Sure, we can go for the Trapper. And this really is going to be fantastic once Ashe has her 6-star, because then every time you're frostbiting, you're somewhat doing a little bit more damage. They'll be able to block, so I guess we'll just go here. They might kill Ashe. Oh, they didn't have the spell. Alrighty. It's sad that Shadow Totem Nidalee disguises into a bush. Doesn't turn into a Nidalee what the first one does. Yes, but it's actually not terrible because you can then have that bush be a target for your transform spell that you generate.
It can't be.
So it still actually can be fairly helpful.
I'll lead us to victory.
Didn't buy the Swain epic item, but I'm really thinking I should. Really thinking if I should. For me, it was very worth it. I think it's
Swiftly now.
incredibly fun. GG. But just try to look at the different champions you play and think, would you use this relic? Would you like it?
Rise.
Would you get, your money's worth from it? If there's a lot of champions that you think you could utilize it on, and you think it's worth it to you, then yeah, go ahead and get it. But if you don't think you're going to use it, then yeah, don't bother. More copies of Ashe, that is fantastic. Alright, Kale. Let's go for Katarina. Alright, let's go for the middle. Let's see. Let's go for Jhin with unstable inventory.
In carnage I bloom like a flower in the dawn.
Once again, we do not have the attack token, which kind of sucks. Because that means our stabilize is doing pretty much nothing. When's the patch notes? Patch notes not till Tuesday, the 16th.
All
It'll be a while.
on one arrow.
Azel seems like a walk in the park after Lysandra and Swain. Pretty much, yeah. Ooh, that'll be nice. So Ashe, you have 3 solid 3-drops, and any one of those is going to get hit with your Found Fortune, but since they're all really good, it's not really an issue. Let's drop this for damage, capture whatever they play. Oh, that's sad.
They walked around.
Oh, I really just want to save that capture, so yeah, I guess we'll just attack. Yeah, Ashe is one that pretty much as soon as I played her with her 4th star power, I was like, I need to come up with a better build for her because her current build is just too slow.
Explosives primed.
So yeah, I'm trying to find one that works better, especially the more stars you get. And I think this will possibly be it.
I'll spot him.
Because you're giving up a lot of control with like your Grand General's counterplan and things like that. But getting your Ashe on the board, so every time you attack, she's able to get these hits in. I think it's pretty good.
If you do not have a part to
I keep thinking they're gonna play Jhin. Oh, it's annoying.
Embrace your fate as I have mine.
they'll never see it coming.
Yeah, they've played almost no units for us to actually capture. Or Frostbite, but... Okay, still GG, so that's fine. Nice. Hello, who would you recommend as best Piltover for Swain? I tried Jinx, but she seems weak into like 80 Exis.
A new era of peace.
Is 4-star Ashe good enough for Swain? So first for P and Z, Jinx is good once you get further in the constellation, but yeah, if you just have like 3-star Jinx, you're probably gonna have a pretty hard time unless you get very lucky with items. For who would be good, Janna can be very strong if you have Janna like maxed out, but her maxed out is still 3 stars, level 30. She's not a full constellation. Janna can be very crazy, putting a lot of pressure on in just like the first couple rounds. So Janna would actually be a solid pickup. Echo can be good, but again, for Echo, you're probably going to want him to be a little bit higher, at least have his 4th star with that extra mana, the sorcery. But Echo and Janna are both pretty good. Definitely want to stay away from like Vi. Vi would be a little bit too slow at the moment. And then yeah, Jinx can work, but again, you need a little bit help from your constellation for any amount of consistency. 4-star Ashe enough for Swain? I would think probably not. I think Ashe would still be too slow for Swain, because they're going to be pushing a lot of damage at you. You'd really have to get lucky for your Ashe. You'd have to definitely get some form of sustain in order to survive. Here, 2/5 cost, a little bit too expensive for us. We'll just go for the Iron Ballista. It's going to add our 3 cost units that we might pull out with our Fountain Fortune. Gain some more trappers is okay. Soul Gorger or Spells Chest. I mean, Ashe versus Ashe sounds probably pretty painful. So let's try to go up against Karma with Power Overwhelming.
Always trust your spirit.
If she's 3-star, she should be fine. Did it with Luden's Lost Chapter and her signature relic. Oh, you're talking about Jinx. I was like, I don't know why you go with that build for Ashe, but okay. We'll go with the Iron Ballista, but these other 3 are pretty good. For her signature relic for Jinx, it is the Loose Cannon's Payload. That's where you play your Jinx and she discards her entire hand. So it immediately levels her. I beat Swain with 3-star Swain, but got lucky with a Felio support champion. I believe the Jinx relic comes from the Garen campaign. Let's drop this first.
The wiser. Heart and mind as one. Ionia speaks.
All right, Rhyme Fang should really be able to
Do not question our resolve.
Ready.
mess them up next round.
Rivet.
Let's try to draw. If we can get our Ashe, that'd be nice. All right. Player for free or player cheaper this round, but don't get the second copy. Yeah, it's probably worth having both copies, so we'll actually wait and we can play Katarina this round.
Never play fair.
Right, so she'll also go down a little bit.
It's just a nick.
All right, let's drop this to see what they play. We don't necessarily want to immediately play our Ashe for them to counter and kill.
I will unite the Freljord.
Interesting.
Stance and hold it.
All right, so let's attack like this. Their entire board will be frostbitten. So yeah, this will just be game. Nice.
My aim is true.
So we are able to end these matches fairly quickly.
Violence solves everything.
Yeah, I think once you get her to really have that like 6 stars, so that every time you're frostbiting, you're buffing up your units in hand,
A new Freljord will
could be pretty good.
rise.
Let's see. Troll Chant, Blade's Edge. Not bad, especially since we can make these. And Exhaust also would actually be solid, because that could make someone go down to below 0 power. But Troll Chant can still make people go down below 2 power or 0 power. And Brain Worm is fun. Let's... Ooh, I mean... fun, but kind of too expensive. We're probably, hopefully, not going to get to the point to play this. Yeah, let's try to focus on being aggressive. Don't really care about that. Grit. Would this really affect many of our units? I mean, it'd help Rhyme Fang. We already went through Ash, so we're probably not going to hit another Frostbite. Let's... Sure. Alright, Fiora with Duplicate.
I would gut down the opposition.
Let's see. Let's get rid of both of these. We actually have the attack token, so it'd be great if we could actually get our Ashe. For once. There we go. You were wrong? Oh, about the champions coming out
Faster
now?
than my arrow? I think not. I'll write my own story.
I mean, yeah, I didn't necessarily remember them revealing on Fridays.
Swiftly now.
But again, I wasn't
As the arrow flies.
too set on that, so I was not too surprised if that would be going the other way. Huh, we're almost able to end. But they'll be able to block, so.
Down.
Who's the second champion with the constellations?
Actually here.
I'm gonna open up the Twitter and see if they've posted anything. All right, I don't see anything there. Let me know if they do post it all. We don't know who the second champion is yet. In Galio's Adventure, you can sometimes even finish with less than 30 cards. Hard to reach 40. My issue with Acel is you have too many cards at the end.
Guide me.
Yeah, it does get a little cramped. With Acel, you really need to have extra draw, and especially champion draw. Let's drop this. We can play it for free. Drop a Rhyme Fang Wolf. They're probably going to drop double Fiora.
Show me a target.
Yeah, let's do this. They'll still have one unit that can block, but that shouldn't matter. GG. Nice.
The war is over. Now we rebuild.
Let's go for Dragon's Tooth. Or Dragon Tooth, I guess. Let's see. Power. Mana flow is nice. Sharing is caring. Could be decent. But yeah, let's just go full aggro. More champions. Fantastic. So Zoe with level up. As a free-to-play player, I lack champs at 3-star, yet only use blue relics. So I run into every health node to exclude cards. Yeah, normally it's a good idea to cut cards whenever you go to a health node or healer node. If you can get away with it, cutting cards pretty much is always the best answer.
I will unite the Freljord.
The world's a big place. Let's see all of it.
Alright, so they are out of mana.
I have mastered the rain, lightning, and
Let's frostbite this, see what items we get. Not bad.
as the arrow flies.
They'll still be able to block this.
No sweat.
But still, ton of damage round one. We're one frostbite away from being able to end right there.
Avarosa, guide me.
Yeah, I'm still not 100% sure on this build. I think it definitely... It works as a good way to have a lot of early aggression. And you're still getting a lot of frostbites. Ashe is able to do a lot of frostbites naturally. But for a lot of the other builds, it's like, okay, this is probably going to be close to the best thing they can do. For Ashe, I'm not sure. The champs are out. All right, let's frostbite this. That'll get frostbitten. So that should be game. Let's go and look. Alrighty.
The war is over.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's try to finish up here. Let's get some more stats. And Poppy.
Huh? You want me? Well, okay.
They basically gave us Pike in the last release video. So Clockwork might be a hint for next month. Kind of disappointed, not gonna lie. Jace, especially in League lore, not Arcane, is pretty bad and irritating character. Yes, I would like...
Faster than my arrow?
Jace is not someone that gets me super excited. So it is a little disappointing. It is cool that we're getting a brand new champion. So that is pretty cool. But yeah, wouldn't have minded someone other than Jace. Maybe they're working on Orianna to release during Arcane. Orianna would be very interesting.
Quest will be over quicker than you can fry a ferret.
Let's... she'll level up next round.
Can see the Dabastian border from here.
Yeah, this will be fine. Yeah, Jace will be
Aim is true.
interesting. A lot of Jace's playstyle is all revolving around 6-cost cards and getting a lot of bonuses once you play a 6-cost card, which is kind of something that is already original Lux, her playstyle. It'll be interesting to see how they can differentiate that.
A new Freljord will rise.
Arcane lore is canon, so now base League Jace is not a thing anymore. Yeah. No Kale, I'll try again next month. Yeah. There's no way they aren't giving us Warwick for Arcane, though. I hope you're right. The one issue is that for Warwick, he is like no support package. So they'd have to release a bunch of cards to go with that. Now, it is Arcane. If they're going to choose a time to release new cards into the game, it would be with Arcane. So that's not the worst thing. But yeah, Warwick, I think he could be really cool, but he'd need an entire support package built around him because he'd be P&Z, and P&Z is nothing that fits with Warwick. Let's go down here for a Nautilus with Duplicate.
They will know my name.
Let's drop both of these. Yeah, Jace. It's going to be interesting. I'll definitely say that I'm not as excited for Jace as I would be for many other champions. He's probably like very much at the bottom
Arrow?
for me. But I would say that they've been killing it so far with champion releases. I think they've done a really good job. So they might surprise us. It might be pretty good.
Guide our allies, my friend.
They'll give us the star powers, though, next week. Not a fan of Pike or Jace, so sadly boring update for me. Oh, that's sad. See, at least for me, I'm really hyped about Pike. I'm a little worried, though. I wanted Pike to be the one that got a bundle. I wanted Pike to be the one that got an epic relic built around him. But if they're releasing a brand new champion, that champion is very likely going to be the one that gets a bundle for them and gets all that stuff. So that'd be a little bit sad. All right, let's do this. Make them discard and make them go to 0, which should level up our Ashe. Yep, fantastic.
I'll lead us to victory.
There's a new weekly nightmare, don't forget. Yeah, that'll be good. They're probably adding all the arcane champs that they're missing. Probably. Which means we're gonna get a lot of P and Z over the next couple months if that's what they're doing.
Swiftly now. The war is over.
New champs, new ways to play. I'm still excited. Yeah, and I think that it'll be interesting to see how they actually make Jace. Because yeah, they've been doing a really good job so far. Could be fun. All right, so just trying to get everything to be as aggressive as possible. Let's actually get rid of the might. Yeah, I want that kind of removed from our pool. Misfortune with unstable inventory.
Sure you can handle me.
New champ, new adventure, and weekly is crazy after everything happened for this game. I mean, I don't think we're getting a new adventure next month. I think we're getting the new weekly adventures, but a new adventure other than that, I don't necessarily think so. They haven't said anything yet, so I was happy with how they framed Swain. Gonna hold out some hope that they'll frame Jace. Yeah.
Faster than my arrow? I think not.
I'm trying my best to just put faith in the team for
I have my
developers, because
Show them
the last couple months, everything's been going very well. They've been doing a great job. Yeah, they've been doing good. All right, we're 2 away from leveling, which means they'll be able to block. Well, actually, no, they can't block us again
stand together.
because we have the formidable or vulnerable. Do you think they'll rework Karma and Nivea when they add them? Waiting till 10 mana even with better ramp would be a bit boring, unless doing a long adventure. Not necessarily, but maybe. So one thing that they said when I asked them about champions with alternative win conditions is for some champions, they might make a different card for Path of Champions. So like for Fiora, instead of ending the game, maybe it's you do like X amount of damage to the enemy Nexus. So it's possible that they're just going to slightly tweak the cards to make them still feel the same, but work slightly differently. So it's possible. It's possible. Titanic Wake, our Ashe should trigger this. Should be fun. And, oh boy, Duplicate Zed. They can probably just enable Enlightened on their powers without giving them 10 mana crystals. Possible. Imagine J star powers, all spells cost 6. That would be interesting. Oh, the great thing is we have the attack token. If they don't have any units, this is gonna just wreck them.
Faster than my arrow? I think not.
They picked the wrong row.
So they do have 2 units. Not great.
Never play fair.
All right, so yeah, we have enough people. Someone's gonna get through and end the game.
Looking for this?
GG.
Without me.
Fior with 3 Stalker's Blade and Trifarian Might. Yes, the issue with that is you're often not going to have enough units to kill. Like, there's not going to be that many times where you have 4 units on the enemy board that are just ready to get killed by all of your strikes. Yeah, even though a lot of Jace's kit currently is all about casting 6-star spell or 6-cost spells, they could, yeah, reframe him and kind of make him work in a bit of a different way. It's possible. Hey, look. Acceleration Gate. Give your allies 2 power and quick attack this round. If they already have it, or double attack, give them a random keyword instead. They could really try to focus Jace on this, like, quick attack challenger sort of combo, maybe. Because when you play him, you can choose to either be quick attack or challenger. There's different things they could try to do to make it different than Lux. All right, Swain with level up.
Show them their place.
So many Ashe, oh my word. All right, we do not have the attack token to start off, so that's a little bit sad.
Suffering is the beating heart of drama.
It is kind of funny, though. I'm so excited about Ike that I was kind of hoping that
Your canvas.
the other champion would just be another champion getting upgraded to a constellation, not necessarily a brand new champion. Even though a brand new champion should be more exciting. Jace with 2 constellations, one is melee form and range. That'd be crazy good and expensive. I would rather not have 2 constellations for 1 champion. 2 separate ones. Oh, that sounds awful.
Stand together.
GG. Nice. Remember previous doable form champion,
Rise.
you know, that one form, despite having really good keywords, is never used because it's overshadowed by the other form? Yeah. Kayn is a little bit sad, crying in the corner. I still think I've never played elusive Kayn. All right, Yasuo with perfected mana flow.
My destination. Tell you when I get there.
I feel like quick attack and challenger though is a better choice. Especially with the build you have going on, you might choose one over the other in different situations. Yeah, hopefully it works out better. Yeah, it seems like every month we're not only getting the 2 new constellations, but this is the 2nd month in a row that one champion is
All the world
getting their constellation to 6 stars, and then another one is just a brand new champion. And then we're also getting new content to play each time.
We don't want any trouble.
We play the Trapper. They're probably gonna...
Avarosans, stand together.
They don't stun this. Yep, GG. But yeah, we're getting the 2 new champions, and we're also getting new content to play. So last time we got the Swain adventure. This time we're getting the 3 weekly adventures.
The war is over.
And like,
Now
new weekly adventures is just more repeatable rewards. So we can just get every single week that we don't have to worry about, like, completing and not being able to get it. More repeatable content, more repeatable rewards. This is pretty good. All right, Aurelian Soul with Unyielding Determination.
Naturally.
Because we're now going to have 6 weekly adventures. We have 3 different weekly quests. We have the 70 monthly challenges. Yeah, the amount of repeatable rewards we're getting is kind of crazy. And yeah, we're actually going to be able to get a repeatable way to easily get, well, not easily, but we can get gemstones every single week.
I will unite.
And while gemstones aren't the craziest thing, being able to slowly get them for free without having to spend money on them or without having to like complete the entire monthly challenge,
Wanna know about that one,
it'll actually be pretty decent, I think.
So many stars. Swiftly now. Show me a target.
Well, that is quite a lot of damage round 1. Our aggro build is definitely working out pretty well.
Shape the skies and mold the earth.
Since the Vi had 0 power, that just flat out killed her. That's amazing.
Guide our allies, my friend.
Yeah, it's wild gemstones are so rare despite granting so little benefit. Yeah. But once we start getting gemstones going, it'll be pretty good.
Avarosans, stand together. The time is right. Strike now. My aim is true.
Oh, yeah, that should be game. GG.
A new Freljord will rise.
Ashe speedrun. I mean, we were a little slow with looking at some other things, or like taking our time, but in general, we got cleared pretty fast. Alright, so yeah, decent time for Ashe. Still not 100% sold on this build, but I think the further you get in the Ashe constellation, the more you want to try to close out games faster and faster. So trying to get a build that works and is super aggressive. This definitely works for that. Still, I think it could be potentially tweaked a little bit, but being able to get your champion on the board round 1, being able to also draw out a 3-cost card that you can play for free with an epic item, really putting the pressure on early. You have less control through your spells, through like your frostbites and whatnot, but having Ashe on the board so every single attack she is giving you another frostbite is pretty good. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this scales once we get Ashe with like the 5 and 6 star. Pretty good. Might be able to improve it. Well, we'll have to see. Thank you for watching that video, especially all the way to the end. Very interesting Ashe run. Still not 100% sold on this build. I think it is good. I think it will scale more in the constellation, but yeah, not quite sure. I feel like we could maybe tweak it and get it a little bit better. Who knows? Maybe by the time we get Ashe to her 6 stars, it's going to be a bunch of other epic relics in the game that might work out a little bit better. If you enjoyed the video, though, a like and subscribe is greatly appreciated, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.